an Android, right? So nowadays, wherever you are going, so simply everyone using mobile phone, that too smart mobile. Okay. So how we are going to differentiate whether it is a normal mobile or a smart mobile? How we are going to differentiate? Okay. So when you are going to call it as a particular mobile is a smart mobile, if the mobile has any one of the Android, okay, any one of the Android version, okay. So I'm having a Lollipop. So in my mobile, I'm having a Lollipop Android version. So because of that reason, my mobile, I'm going to call it as a smart mobile. Okay, that means if your mobile has an Android version, okay, it supports an Android features. So simply we are going to call it as a smart mobile. So nowadays, majority of persons, that means 99% people will prefer smart mobiles instead of a normal mobile. Why? Because it has an additional features compared to normal mobile, right? So what are the additional features of an Android, and why you are going to why you are very much fascinating towards an Android? So everything we are going to discuss now. Okay, so I think everyone knows what is a logo of an Android, right? So see, so I think my screen is visible to everyone. So here the green color, uh, simply it looks like a bird, right? So it is a logo of an Android. It is a default logo of an Android. Okay, and then you just remember in Android. Okay, so if you are trying to call it as an Android, so whatever the image Android supports, whatever the image Android supports, everything should be PNG image only. Okay, so whatever the image we are going to work with an Android, that image must and should be PNG only. Okay, it doesn't support different types of images. It supports only PNG image. Why? Because compared to normal images, okay, so apart of PNG image we are having JPG image, JPEG image, okay, at the same time GIF images, PNG images, like that we are having different types of image formats, right? So among all the image formats, Android only supports PNG images. Okay, so what is the reason behind this? Why Android supports only PNG means, okay, it should be very clear. So each and every PNG image will be very clear and quality image. Okay, so compared to JPG, JPEG, GIF images, PNG images are very clear images. At the same time, it should be maintained some quality. Okay, and PNG image has some high pixel density. Okay, so because of more high pixel density, Android is going, majority of Android versions will use only PNG images. Okay, please note it down in your minds. Please remember this point. It is very, very important. If you want to work with an Android platform, so whatever the image you are going to work with Android platform, basing on Android platform, that image must and should be PNG only. Okay, and the next. Is it clear now? My teaching is clear to each and everyone? Is there any changes? If you just post it in the chat box. If it is if anything is there, I'm just trying to rectify from the starting itself. I need response from at least some of the students. Then only I'm going to know. Yeah, Abhijit posted. I need a few more response.
Students leave about the document and listen the class. Leave about that. You just mention your register number, name. That is enough. Leave about the document. Now you listen, madam's class. That is fine. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
thank
Sorry,
you.
madam.
Yeah,
No
it's
problem.
okay, sir. Yeah, I think most of the students are able to understand what I am going to teach now. Yeah, I think some students already posted. Yes, it is clear. Yeah, thank you for your response. So I hope it is clear for everyone, right? Okay, so now I'm going to teach what is the definition for an Android. Okay, so I think all the students only know just Android, just Word. They knows only Word, just Android. I think most of the students don't know what is the definition of an Android. Simply they knows the name, right? Just Android is a platform. That's it. It is a mobile operating system. They knows, I think, little bit definition. Okay, let's see. It is a standard definition. What I kept here, that is a standard definition. You just read out. See, so why majority of people will prefer Android means the first and foremost feature of Android is it is an open source. Okay, so like as Java, Android also it is an open source. Okay, see here I'm just trying to read out. Android is an open source operating system created by Google, especially for use on mobile devices. Okay, so mobile devices is nothing but either a cell phone or a tablet. Okay, so the first and foremost feature of an Android is it is an open source operating system. So because of that reason, majority of people will prefer Android is a platform. Okay, so what is meant by an open source now? So Java is also a open source. At the same time, Android is also a open source. So what is meant by a open source now? So open source is nothing but what is meant by open source? Can anyone please unmute yourself and please respond? So as a computer
Ma'am,
student, you
open
must.
source means it is available to all, ma'am. It will be downloaded for free, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Yes, very good. Yes, open source means simply without paying any money, you are going to simply use that particular operating system or a platform. Okay, so simply you can say open source means the source code is freely available to each and everyone. Okay, source code is freely available to each and everyone. So it is a standard definition for an open source. Okay, so source code is freely available to each and everyone. So because of that reason, majority of people will go with an Android. Okay, and Android was developed by a Google. Okay, so that the technology, whatever the technology Android is going to provide, okay, whatever the technologies and whatever the futures is providing by the Android, everything will be provided by or everything will be created by Google only. Okay, so actually Google especially created Android only for in a mobile devices. Okay, so nowadays the technology has extended. So initially Google provides Android only for a mobile devices. Okay, so nowadays the technology has extended. So now the instead of mobile devices, so now it will be extended to web applications also. That means web devices also. Okay, so instead of mobile devices, nowadays we are going to work with an Android using web applications, web devices, everything we are going to use. Okay, so you just skip Linux based 2.6 kernel. Okay, so if I am trying to explain these second statement, it will take some time. So while executing Android application, I'm going to teach why I kept Linux based. Okay, why I kept Linux based here. You just ignore now. Okay, no need to worry about that. If you are trying to practice or if you are trying to develop a Android application, in that time you need to know. Okay, you are going to know what is meant by a Linux based. Okay, so Android is a platform or it is an operating system. So we are going to develop a mobile application basing on Android platform. So you can use a program called C or C++. Okay, so you can develop any application either C, C++ or a Java. Okay, but if you want to work with an Android, so 99.9 people will prefer Java only instead of C and C++. Okay, so why a majority of people will prefer Java instead of C and C++ if you want to develop any mobile application basing on an Android platform means compared to C and C++, Java provides a higher security. Okay, if you suppose as a developer, I'm going to develop one application. Okay, I'm going to develop one application. The first thing is I need a security for my application. So without a security, am I ready to create any application or am I ready to develop any application? No, definitely as a developer, I don't create any application without a security. I need a security. Okay, so because of that security purpose, so majority of people instead of C and C++ will go with a Java. Okay, how the Java provides a security? I think everyone knows. All read Java, right? So in Java, one concept is there, access specifiers. So basing on access specifiers, we are going to provide a security for your application. Okay, and that too compared to C and C++, it has some additional APIs also. additional libraries, additional APIs, everything will be extended compared to C and C++, and that too it is an object-oriented programming language. So because of all the advantages compared to C and C++, majority of people will go with the Java. Not majority of people, almost 100% people will prefer only Java for developing an application basing on an Android platform. Okay, so because of that reason, we are going to work with the Java, right? And what is an additional advantages of Android? Okay, so I think these advantages everyone knows, right? It supports Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, wireless. So nowadays every session is going on basing on Wi-Fi only. So that Wi-Fi facility is also supported by that advantage, and that future is going to provided by Android platform only. Okay, at the same time 3G and 4G networking concepts, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So these are an additional advantages of an Android, right? So simply you can say what is meant by an Android means it is an open source. The first thing is it is an open source. It was developed by a Google. So initially it is only for mobile devices. Later onwards it was extended to web services also. Okay. So instead of C and C++, we prefer Java for developing a Android application. It supports Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and other networking concepts also. So these are the points you must cover while delivering the definition of an Android. Is it clear to everyone? If it is clear, and next I will go with the next slide. If the definition part of an Android it is clear to everyone, I will go with the next slide. The same, whatever I'm going to teach now, the same thing will be included in your CO3 also. Okay, so is it clear? The definition part of an Android, is it clear to everyone? Yeah, okay. Okay, next I will go with the next slide. So actually the versions of Android, justly shortly I'm going to discuss. Why? Because these and all takes a lot of time to explain. So that's why I'm going to explain, just give the version names of an Android. Okay, so we already know what are the different versions of Android. So if I ask what are the different versions of Android means, some people are saying at least 2 to 3, right? Cupcake, Lollipop, Froyo, Oreo, like that. Some Android version they may release, right? Okay, so what is an order? Okay, so each and every version of Android is going to release by Google only. Why? Because Android, that particular technology was created by Google only. Okay, the technology was created by Google. At the same time, each and every version of Android is going to release by Google also. Okay, every version of Android is going to be released by Google only. Okay, so all the versions of Android, it is going to be maintained some ascending order. Some ascending order. Here ascending order is nothing but some chronological order. Okay, so I think everyone knows the alphabetical order, alphabeticals, some A to Z, everyone knows, right? Okay, so Google here, Google follows here one tactic. Okay, tactic is nothing but just like an interesting manner. So each and every version of an Android is going to be released by some ascending order. Okay, so A doesn't has AB. So AB alphabets doesn't has any Android version. Okay, so actually initially alpha was released as an Android version. Initially starts with A, alpha was released, but it was failed. Okay, while testing that particular Android version, it was failed. Okay, so that's why alpha is not included within the Android versions. Okay, so alpha is the first Android version, but it was not included within the Android version. While testing that particular Android, it has some errors. Okay, it doesn't satisfy our requirements. So because of that reason, it was eliminated under the Android versions. Okay, so if anyone asks what is the first Android version means, simply you can say Cupcake is the first Android version. Don't say alpha. Why? Because alpha is a failed. Okay, alpha is a failed version. So that's why if anyone asks what is the first version of Android Me, simply you can say a cupcake. Okay, so C, simply I'm just reading the names. So C has a cupcake, the C letter, it is going to be released, Google is going to be released the version called a cupcake. Okay, and the next D starts with a donut, E starts with eclair, A, B, C, D, E. Next F starts with froyo, gingerbread. Next H, honeycomb, ice cream sandwich, jelly bean, Kit Kat, lollipop. So I think everyone knows from Kit Kat onwards or jelly bean onwards. Okay, lollipop, marshmallow, not Oreo, pie, and nowadays Q also was released. Okay, nowadays Q also released. Okay, so each and every version of Android was released by Google only. You just observe how the Android version names will be. See, jelly bean is just like a sweet item or a dessert. Okay, all versions of Androids will be a desserts. Okay, what is meant by a dessert? So simply dessert is nothing but after lunch or after dinner, what you are going to take like a snack item. Okay, after lunch or after dinner, what you are going to take it as a snack item, that you are going to call it as a dessert. Okay, so here each and every Android versions will be followed by a desserts. See, jelly bean, Kit Kat, lollipop, marshmallow, not. Actually, some of the students will be read out nougat. It's not a nougat. It is a not. Okay, here G was silent. Not. Oreo, pie, and the latest version of Android is a Q. Okay, the latest version of Android is a Q. So why Google released all the Android versions should be sweet items. Sweet or dessert, almost both are similar. Okay. The reason is there is no reason, just like a simple reason, funny reason. The funny reason is so compared to normal mobiles. So what are the mobiles comes under normal mobiles? So simply Samsung, China. So I think everyone knows, right? Initial previous days, everyone was used Samsung mobiles, Nokia mobiles, China. So all, especially Samsung and Nokia mobiles. Okay, so compared to normal mobiles, Android mobiles makes our life so sweet. Okay, so makes our life so sweet. So because of that reason, Google is going to release each and every version of Android should be a dessert. Okay, so that because of that reason, everyone using smart mobile. Smart mobile is nothing but Android mobile, right? So makes our life so sweet. If you are using Android mobile, if you are using smart mobile, so our life should be sweet, some entertaining. Okay, so because of that reason, Google releases all the versions of Android should be like this. Okay, so apart of that, there is no reason behind that. Okay, next I will move on to next slide. So I'm just trying to show the logos of each and every Android version. You just see it is a cupcake, everyone knows. You just remember the Android version names. You just forget about the version numbers. It is very difficult to remember the version numbers. Okay, you just try to remember the version names. It is enough. Okay, so if you want to work with an Eclipse platform, instead of your version numbers, version names plays a very, very important role. So my suggestion is, so if you are a well-talented person, okay, if you are a well-talented person and you are having a very memory skills, you just try to remember both version numbers at the same time version names also. Okay, so my suggestion is instead of those two, just remember version names, that is enough. So it is a logo of a cupcake. So the version number for cupcake is a 1.5. So see, it is a first version. It is a first version of an Android. Don't say alpha is a first version. Why? Because it was a failed version. Okay, and next one, C. C starts with a cupcake, and next one donut. It's just like a circle shape. So cupcake is 1.5 and donut is 1.6. Okay, and next one is eclair. You know already it's eclair is a chocolate. Okay, so eclair has actually two versions. Version 2 eclair, at the same time version 2 eclair has some small modifications. Again, Google was changed that modifications again within 1 month. Within 1 month, it is going to be released the second version, that is 2.1. So 2.1 eclair is has a extended version of version 2 eclair. with yes small modifications. 2 and 2.1 Eclair versions, and next one is Froyo, that means 2.2. So if you remember Android version names, it is very easy to remember the version numbers also, just like a sequence numbers. Cupcake 1.5, Donut 1.6, Eclair 2.2, 2.1. Next Eclair immediately starts with Froyo, the version number is 2.2. So if you remember the version names, it is very easy to remember version numbers also. Okay, next one is Honeycomb. Okay, Honeycomb, the version number is a 3.0. So from the Honeycomb itself, the animation part is going to be started. Okay, from the animation is going to be introduced from the Android version called a Honeycomb. And the next one is ice cream sandwich. Next, Jelly Bean. So like that, each and every Android version has some logo. Okay, see, Kit Kat, everyone knows it's a chocolate, right? So Lollipop, everyone knows what is the logo, what is how the lollipops looks like. And at the same time, Lollipop has a 3 versions, 5, 5.0, 5.1 and 5.1.1. Okay, and so after completion of this session, I'm just trying to post this particular PPT in your WhatsApp group. Okay, why? Because if you observe the logo, the version number and the release date and which year it was released, everything it will be there. Okay, so after completion of session, you just go through with this PPT. Okay, so after completion, I'm going to share this PPT. Okay, so these are the basics. You just know, you must know just what are the different versions of Android and what are the names of Android, how the Google is going to be release each and every version of Android. Okay, how all the Android versions should be a desserts. That means a sweet items. Okay, so if you are having awareness on those statements, it is enough. Okay, so now I'm going to start with how we are going to install Eclipse. So now the installation part of an Eclipse. Okay, so whatever I taught now. So whatever I taught now, so is it clear, ma? If it is clear, now I just go with an installation part of an Eclipse. So whatever I taught as of now, if it is clear, I will go with the next part. That means the installation part of an Eclipse. You just post at least 2 to 3 students. If you respond, then I will go with the next part. Yeah, okay. Okay, wait for a few minutes. Yeah, okay. So now I will go with the installation part of an Android. See, is my screen is visible to everyone? I think so. Okay. So Android is nothing but Eclipse simply. So if you want to work with an Android platform, before itself you need to install Eclipse as a platform in your laptop. Okay. So actually Eclipse has a 2 versions. You can use that particular software either a 32-bit or a 64-bit. Basing on your laptop. Okay, so if your laptop has a 32-bit, you can install 32-bit software. If it is a 64-bit, you just install 64-bit. Okay, so both are available. Okay, so the important thing is you just remember like this. Okay, Eclipse and Java both are like twins. Okay, Eclipse and Java both are like twins. If you want to work with an Eclipse, must and should your laptop has a Java. Okay, so without a Java, we are not implementing any application within the Eclipse platform. Okay, without Java, we can't develop any application basing on an Android. Okay, so before going to install, Eclipse, firstly you are going to check whether your laptop has a Java or not. Whatever the version it will be, whether it is a 1.6, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 or whatever the version it will be, whether your laptop has Java or not. Java is nothing but JDK. Okay, whether your laptop has JDK or not. Before going to install Eclipse, you must check whether the JDK is available or not. If it is not available, firstly you can install JDK, then only you will go with installation part of an Eclipse. Okay, now I'm going to check whether my laptop has a JDK or not. Okay, so how we are going to check whether your laptop has JDK or not? Okay, it is very simple. You just go to my computer, open your C drive. But why? Because all your program files will be available in your C drive only. Okay, open your my computer. Next, go to C drive and program files. Okay, so all your setups will be available under in program files only. Okay, so in program files, whether the Java is available or not, you just check. Sorry, not program files x86. Okay, so in program files x86 folder, you just check whether the Java is available or not.
Ma'am, screen is not visible, ma'am.
Screen is not visible. Okay, wait, I will stop share and share it. Yeah, I think it is visible now, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, before going to install Eclipse, firstly you can check whether the JDK is available in your laptop or not. JDK is nothing but Java. So whether the Java is available in your laptop or not, you just check firstly. Okay, how we are going to check whether the JDK is available or not? So open your C drive. So within the C drive, we are having different default folders. So among all the folders, you can go with program files x86. It is a default folder. It contains all the setups of your computer. Okay, so you just open program files x86. Okay, program files x86. So here one folder will be available, that is Java. Okay, so if your laptop has a JDK, if your laptop has a Java, so simply the Java folder will be available in your laptop. Okay, the Java will be available C drive, program files x86. If Java is available, the Java folder will be located. Okay, so here my laptop has a JDK, the version called 1.6, JDK version 1.6. See, whatever the version JDK has, no need to worry about that. But must and should JDK will be there. Either it is a 1.5, 1.6, 1.8, no need to worry about that. Okay, so my laptop has a JDK. Suppose if your laptop JDK not there, firstly you can install JDK. Okay, I'm going to teach how we are going to install JDK also. If you are, if you not know. Okay, if you not know, I'm going to teach how to install JDK also. So my laptop has JDK, right? Now I will go with the installation part of an Eclipse. Okay, how to install Eclipse? Firstly, I will go with the installation part of an Eclipse. See, so if my screen is visible to everyone, if the slide is visible to everyone, it is a very, very important slide. Please, anyone, please can respond. Please, my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So installing an Eclipse, install actually hand will be placed 2 times. Okay. So how to install Eclipse and Java? See here. So if you want to install Eclipse, firstly you will go with one website. Okay. So www.eclipse.org. So it is a standard version of a standard website of a Eclipse. So Google releases one standard website for an Eclipse. That standard website, we are going to call it as a www.eclipse.org. Okay, so if you want to work with or if you want to install Eclipse, firstly you will go with a standard website called www.eclipse.org. Okay, so if you go to that particular website, all the standard versions of Eclipse will be available. So basing on your configuration, basing on your laptop configuration, you can install whatever. Okay, you can install whatever you require. Okay, so now I'm just trying to show how to install an Eclipse. I'm just trying to open my Google Chrome. No పెట్టావా ఏం చేస్తున్నారు వాళ్ళు నాలుగు ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళారు There. No. Okay. Okay. So open your Google Chrome. So if you want to install Eclipse, firstly you just open with Google Chrome. Either it is a Mozilla, whatever the browser you require, whether it is a Mozilla or a Google Chrome. Okay. So within the Wikipedia itself, you just try to type Eclipse download. Okay. So, but I was already informed, like if you want to install Eclipse, you just go with the standard website called www.eclipse.org. Okay, so if you open that particular website, all the versions of Eclipse will be available. Like that I was instructed initially. But here, without entering the website name, without entering into www.eclipse.org, instead of going into that, I was entered Eclipse download data under the Wikipedia, right? See, okay, so without entering into the particular website, standard website, directly, if you enter Eclipse download, it will connect automatically to the standard website only. Because of that variation, I'm just enter the data like this, Eclipse download. See, so if you type Eclipse download within the Google itself, automatically it shows top 10 search results, right? See, so Eclipse download has number of top 10 results. The first one has Eclipse download. It is an Eclipse foundation. Okay, so Eclipse is a platform. It is for Java developers. You can develop Java applications also. You can create a project also. Okay, before starting of the class, I was already instructed to each and everyone. What I instructed here before starting of the class. So nowadays Eclipse plays a very important role under enterprise. Okay, here enterprise is nothing but a software industry. Okay, so because of that reason, here I'm just going with Eclipse IDE for Java Enterprise Edition. EE is nothing but Enterprise Edition. Okay, here I'm just click on Eclipse IDE for Java EE. EE is nothing but Enterprise Edition. Okay, you just click on that particular link. Okay, suppose your system has a configuration called 32-bit. If it is a 64-bit,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah.
Ma'am, your PPT is being shared, ma'am, not the browser.
Oh, okay. Wait, I will share once again. I think it was struck. Okay. Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm just. Okay, so open your Google Chrome in your laptop. Okay, so it will show us one search box. Within your search box, you just try to type Eclipse download. Okay, once again, I'm just trying to teach. Why? Because as of now my screen is not visible to each and everyone. Chrome is not visible to everyone, so that's why I'm just showing once again. Okay, so Eclipse download. So if you type try to type Eclipse download under the search box, it will shows like this. Okay, so among all those, you just click on Eclipse IDE for Java EE. Okay, so why? Because why you are going to work with only Eclipse IDE for Java EE means, so this version is going to used by IT industries, and EE is nothing but Enterprise Edition. That means IT industries will work with IDE for a Java EE. So that's why I'm just prefer Eclipse IDE for Java EE. You just click on this. If you click on that particular link, automatically it will automatically connect to the standard website only. You just see here. What is a standard website? If you want to install a Eclipse, platform, what is a standard website? www.eclipse.org. That's what I was instructed before, right? Eclipse is available from www.eclipse.org only. Okay, so automatically it was connected to the particular standard website only. See, automatically the website is placed here, www.eclipse.org. Okay, so because of that variation, instead of going directly into the particular website, I just entered Eclipse download within the Wikipedia itself. Okay, so see here, automatically it will connect to this particular link. It will shows different download links here. Okay, it will shows different download links here. One is Windows 32-bit and next one is x86 64. Okay, and the next link is for Mac. That means if you are having Apple laptop, okay, Mac OS, if your laptop has a Mac OS, so you can install Eclipse Mac OS 32-bit or a 64-bit. Okay, at present I'm using Windows. Okay, Windows 10 in my laptop, so that's why either a 32 or a 64-bit. Okay, but majority of people will prefer, instead of 64, will prefer only 32-bit. Okay, why? Because if you install 64 Eclipse in your laptop, it will take some time. Okay, it will for installation it will take some time. Automatically the laptop also is going to be slow, getting very slow. So that's why I myself also preferring 32-bit Eclipse for installation. Okay, you just click on 32-bit. So if you click on 32-bit, see, I'm just trying to click on 32-bit. Actually, if you click on 32-bit, one zip folder will be downloaded. Wait, I will show you. Okay, you can select 32-bit and then download. Actually, I have already downloaded Eclipse from the from the Chrome itself, so that's why it doesn't shows download option for me. So if you click on 32-bit, one zip folder will be downloaded. Okay, one zip folder will be downloaded. Once the zip folder was downloaded, you can extract that particular zip folder. So I will show that particular zip folder now. Okay, so if you download that particular zip folder, so you can see the folder called Android Software 32-bit. Why? Because here I was downloaded 32-bit. Okay, so if you click on 32-bit, one zip folder will be downloaded. Okay, immediately you can unzip that extract. You can extract that particular zip folder. So automatically Android Software 32-bit folder will be generated. Okay, you just try to open Android Software 32-bit. Okay, and click on Eclipse. So again, that has Eclipse, SDK, all plugins will be installed. You just click on Eclipse. Okay, so if you click on Eclipse, so these are the necessary files we required. Okay, so these are the necessary files we required for development Android application. Okay, so finally you are going to work with a Eclipse. So it is a blue color logo. So it is a blue color logo. So before going to install Eclipse, firstly you must ensure that you just verify your laptop has JDK or not. Whatever the version it will be, no need to worry about that. You just check whether your laptop has a JDK or not. Okay, but once the JDK is available, then only you just install Eclipse. Okay, so almost it has it needs some high memory to install. So the logo of blue color Eclipse is a blue color logo. Okay, so now I'm just trying to open Eclipse platform. So once you downloaded Eclipse from the Google Chrome or whatever the browser you require, so it shows the icon like this. Okay, so once you try to open Eclipse platform, it is shows a dialog box like this. Okay, so it is asking a workspace. So meant by a workspace, for example, as a developer, I'm going to design an application. Okay, so as a developer, I'm going to design one mobile application now. So here I'm trying to convey what is meant by a workspace. Okay, so as a developer, I need some space to store my all the data. Okay, so as a developer, I need some space to store all my data. For that, we need quite some space. Must someone is
Ma'am,
unmuted.
it's not visible, ma'am. Whole
Screen
screen
not
is
visible.
yes, ma'am. Browser screen.
Okay, if it is not visible. Okay, 1 minute. If it is not visible, please inform immediately. Okay, not after 5 minutes. Okay, I think it is visible now. Okay, so once you extracted that particular zip folder, it will shows all the subfolders like this. So totally it shows how many subfolders. You just count here. You just ignore EPV1. These are the small applications. You just ignore those two. Okay. So once you extracted that particular zip folder, it shows this number of subfolders. You just count how many subfolders here. Totally 11. Okay, so once you extract that particular zip folder, once you trying to download 32-bit Eclipse from the Google Chrome, once you extract, automatically 11 subfolders will be included. Okay, so among 11 subfolders, one of the platform is Eclipse. Okay, so if you want to work with an Eclipse platform, you just trying to click on blue color Eclipse. It is a platform logo. Okay, so once you click on Eclipse, so immediately it will shows a workspace. Okay, it will shows select a workspace. Okay, so what is meant by a workspace? So workspace plays a very important role in Android. So what is meant by a workspace? Workspace means, for example, I'm an Android developer. Okay, I'm an Android developer or I'm a web developer. Okay, I'm trying to develop an application into my laptop. Okay, I'm trying to develop an application. So as a developer, if I am trying to develop an application, I need some space to store all my data. Okay, so without storing my data, is it possible to develop any application? Definitely, it is impossible to develop any application, right? So here workspace is nothing
Madam,
but
your workspace is not visible, madam.
workspace is nothing but just like a dialog box.
The dialog box
Same
is not.
screen on.
Do we need to configure anything on that, madam?
Wait, I will. Is it visible now? Select a workspace dialog box. Is it visible now?
No, madam.
No. Okay, 1 minute. I think at a time only one screen is displaying. I think so. 1 minute. Uh, 1 minute. I'm just trying to share my screen once again. Oh. I think workspace selection screen is not visible. I don't know why. Okay, anyway, whatever it is, you just click on Eclipse Ma, automatically it will show it is asking a workspace. I think now it is visible, right? Is it visible now? Hello? Hello? Ma, anyone please can respond. Select your workspace
Nothing is
dialog
visible,
box.
ma'am. Black
No,
screen
ma'am.
is visible.
Black screen is visible. Okay, okay. Okay, 1 minute. I will stop share my screen totally. Is it visible now? Hello?
Dialog box is not visible, madam. Eclipse Space is visible.
Yeah. Okay, okay. You just ignore ignore about workspace dialog box. Why? Because it is a small dialog box. I think because of that reason it was not visible. Okay. Anyway, if you click on Eclipse, automatically it will ask select your workspace. Workspace is nothing but as a developer, we need some space to store all your data. Okay, you just ignore about dialog box. You just try to grab what is meant by a workspace. That is enough. Okay, so if you click on blue color Eclipse, automatically it will ask select a workspace. Okay, you just give your location. If you need all your data in C drive, you just select your workspace as a C drive. If you need all your data in D drive, you just select D drive, or else E drive, F drive, desktop, downloads, whatever the location you require, you just mention the workspace. Okay, you just mention that is like a workspace. So here I was mentioned D drive. I think it is not visible to everyone. Okay, I'm just trying to convey. Here I was selected my workspace is a D drive. That is my location. So whatever I am trying to develop here, everything was stored in D drive only. Okay, so once the workspace was entered, it will ask either OK and cancel. Okay, if you are finalized your work with your workspace, okay, you just click on OK. Okay, so now I will I will share my screen once again. So once you click on OK, what it displays I will show. Wait. Yeah, is it visible now? Java ADT screen is visible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so once your workspace was selected, okay, once your workspace was selected, you just click on OK. Okay, you just click on OK, then automatically this particular window will be appeared. Okay, so it was the finalized Eclipse platform. Okay, so it was the finalized Eclipse platform. So here I was created one sample. I'm just trying to delete that particular one. So if I delete that particular one, empty platform was appeared. Okay, see, it is a Eclipse platform. So if you click on Package Explorer, yeah, you just remove. Okay, it is a standard platform for an Android. Okay, so see, here I'm just trying to design a small application. Okay, firstly you need to know how to design a small Android application. Here in this 4 minutes of time, I'm just trying to convey. I'm just trying to teach how to design a small Android application. Designing is nothing but how to create a small Android application. Okay, you just click on whatever you are going to create here. You just click on File, New. If you click on New, basing on Eclipse platform, what are the different types of applications we are going to create here? So everything will be visible. If you click on File, New, You can create basing on Eclipse either a Java project or else you are going to create a Android application project, or you can create an empty project also. You can create your own package, class, everything, annotation, everything you are going to create basing on Eclipse platform. Okay, file, new. So here what I am going to create here, I'm just trying to create one Android application project. Okay, you just click on Android application project. So if you click on Android application project, automatically it shows like this. So is the screen is visible to everyone? New Android application screen.
Yes, madam.
New Android application screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, okay. So if you click on file, new Android application, immediately it will shows new Android application dialog box. Okay, for example, so my phone has some default applications. Okay, for example, Flipkart is one of the Android application, Amazon is one of the Android application, YouTube, Chrome is also an Android application. Okay, Play Store, WhatsApp, Telegram, and then Gmail. Okay, and camera, cam scanner, everything should be a Android application. So everything is an Android application. So like that, here I'm going to create one Android application. So recently one this situation was happened, for that I'm going to create one Android application. For that I'm just created an application called Disha. Okay, for that I just mentioned my application is a application name is just like a user defined name. So whatever the name you are going to we are going to give, you just mention your own name. It is not a predefined, it is a user defined, like as an XML. Okay, so mostly you can prefer the first name of your application is a capital letter. Okay, the first name of your application is a capital letter. Okay, so whenever you entered application name, automatically it will automatically take as a project name. So here under the project name I didn't enter anything. So if I enter application name, automatically the project name also be taken. Okay, so depends on your application name, automatically the package also be selected. Okay, so here what you are going to do is you just enter application name only. If you enter application name along with your application, automatically in default project name and package name in default both will be displayed. Okay, so here you can see minimum required, target, compile with, theme, everything will be visible here. If here automatically everything will be set. So don't do any changes here. So the thing is you can give your application name, that's it. Okay, so don't give anything apart of that. Okay, so once your application name was given, you just click on next. Okay, you just click on next, and immediately it will shows configure project. Okay, configure project, everything was default. Okay, configure project, everything was default. It is not a user defined, it is a predefined. Configure project was a predefined. Okay, here don't do any changes, you just click on next. Okay, so is the screen is visible, ma? Configure launcher icon screen is visible to everyone. Why? Because this slide is very important, so that's why I'm asking you. Configure launcher icon, is the screen is visible? Yeah, I think visible to everyone. Yeah, someone already posted here, Purna. Okay, so configure launcher icon screen is very important. So I think it's already 7:1. So I will stop it here. Next session I'm going to continue. I will be continue from configure launcher icon. Why? Because it is very important. If the time was already finished, okay, so I will continue with the next session onwards. Okay, so finally I'm going to ask the feedback. It is a first session for AR and VR. Okay, so is it okay for all the students, or is there any necessary changes I'm going to improve? if anything is there, you just post it within the chat box, so that I will rectify whatever the problem you posted here. I will rectify from the next session onwards. Please spend at least 1 minute of time to post all your problems, or if it is okay, you just post your response. If it is not okay, for that also you just post your response, and if there is anything to improve, you just mention the feedback also. If it is completed, I will stop the session. I will continue with the next session.
Meanwhile, students, all of you submit your attendance form. All of you, please submit attendance. If you not complete, you can neglect that uploading option. You can submit your register number and name. The form link I have given in the chat box. You can check it and you can submit it.
Sir, LMS is updated, sir. Courses are visible.
Yeah, LMS is updated, but you are not supposed to upload anything right now. I will give you the intimation time. Okay, I will intimate you when you need to upload.
Okay, sir. Sir, if not completed the lab one, even though should we fill the form, sir?
Yeah, the form is just about the attendance. I just want to know whoever attended the class.
Okay,
Fill
sir.
the form and get the attendance. That's it. And
Okay, Naveen sir. Sir.
about the class, madam, we can wind up. It's already 7:05.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yeah,
Okay,
madam.
thank you,
Thank
students.
you so much, madam. So,
Yeah, okay.
any doubts, anything regard, please you can ask madam and you can post the message.
Whatever the doubts you are having regarding AR and VR, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, you just communicate with either Naveen sir or myself. Okay, we are always encouraging you and we are always supporting you. Whatever the doubt you are having, whether it is a silly doubt or related doubt, we are ready to rectify our problem. Okay, at the same time, if you are not able to follow my instructions or lectures, practical or skilling, whatever the component is going on, immediately you just inform to me. Okay, then we are going to explain once again at the time itself. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and next session we are going to be continue.
Thank you, madam, and thank you all the students. Madam, we can wind up.
Yeah, sir, sure.
Okay, madam.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
all students. Good night, all of you.